CSIS 2470 is filmed before a live studio audience.
Hey everybody, Jeff Stone here. I will be your guide through this semester of CSIS 2470 Advanced JavaScript. Now, this being an online course, it can be a little tricky to get to know each other, so I thought it'd be best if I made a little introductory video here. We'll cut to in just a minute. That will give you a little bit of my background and everything. And we also have a discussion over in the discussions section that allows you to post your bio and a picture, and you can comment and reply to your fellow students. So that way we'll have a better chance to get to know each other. So I'll see you on the other side of this video. So the first thing you should know about me is that with a name like Stone, people often take me for granted. Another very important thing you should know about me is, believe it or not, about 30 years ago, I used to have hair. That's right. That's me when I was about 16 or 17. And that hair was cool in the 80s, man. Mullets were cool back then. And then about a year and a half to 2 years later, we get this. That's me when I was about 18. I joined the Navy when I was 17, and I had to shave all my hair off. And I spent about 4 years in the Navy. I was on submarines. I was actually stationed right here on the USS Santa Fe. That's hull number 763 in case you care. That submarine was stationed in Connecticut. That's where it was actually built. And then we changed home ports to Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. Spent quite a bit of time traveling around the world in that thing. I was actually on the very first crew that took it out to sea for the first time ever. So here we are watching the shipyard workers build it. And then I'm about to get in this big metal tin can and hope that it doesn't kill us all. All right, but the real reason you're probably interested in anything about me is my background. So for probably about 20 years now, I've been a web programmer, a database programmer, and a PHP and HTML, CSS, JavaScript, all of the above. The thing you're probably most interested in is my experience here, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and the PHP comes later in 2440. So that's my major background. I've been doing that for about 20 years. Probably 15 of that was one specific company. I've also done a lot of freelance stuff on the side and just odd web projects here and there. So that's my main background. That's my passion. I love programming. But I also like puzzles. I'm a Rubik's Cuber. My average time on the cube is about 33 seconds. My best time is 21.34 seconds. That's actually a record I set in one of my classes on campus. And I'm also a metalhead. Big fan of Metallica and Megadeth and Iron Maiden, and the metalist of them all, Taylor Swift. That's right. If you're to sort my playlist in order of who I have the most songs from, Taylor Swift comes in at number 3, I believe. I believe Iron Maiden and Metallica are number 2. Taylor Swift is number 3, and Megadeth is number 4. Believe it or not, I am a big fan of hers. So the other thing is, I'm actually a retired magician. I still perform casually on occasion, but I don't do formal shows anymore. That cartoon you're seeing is supposed to be of me, drawn by the last people who actually hired me. They did a huge promotion for me, and they filmed it live. It's up on their website, and that was the last show I did, and that was about May of 2016, I think. So it was a few years ago. The reason I want to bring that up, I do try to bring my experience of being a magician, in other words, working with people, and my students are my new audience. I don't perform for the public anymore. So teaching's kind of a performance on some levels, but the real thing that I'm interested in is connecting with people. And now on the online classes, it's a little trickier because we're not meeting face to face, but I do try to get to know you. And that's one of the big reasons I want you to do that discussion where you post a little bit about yourself, so I can get to know you, and so I can hopefully make a connection with you, and maybe we can find some things we have in common. You might be wondering why that number there, 793.8. That's the name of a book that I wrote all about this idea of connecting with your audience. And I've had a lot of magicians around the world who've read it and said that it changed the way they think about their audience. And so the hope is that I can put those principles that I wrote about in that book into action with you in this class. So hopefully being online won't make it too tricky, right? We can get to know each other still through the internet. So the next thing is, I want to know about you guys. And as I mentioned, you can just put a picture and a little discussion post about yourself. And these are the things that we want to know. What's your name, obviously? Why are you taking the class? And I don't want the answer to be, well, because it's required, because I have to, right? Or it's part of my path. I want to know really what you're interested in about the class. What are you hoping to gain about it? And then tell us something unique about yourself. I told you a few weird, nerdy things about myself, about the kind of music I like, the Rubik's Cube, this kind of stuff, the magician thing, whatever. Tell me a little bit about yourself and something that's interesting about you that maybe not a lot of people know about you. So hopefully your classmates can get to know you. So that's it. Well, hopefully now you have a little bit of a sense of me, my personality, my background, and the kind of course you're about to get yourself into. Thanks for watching, folks, and we will see you in the lectures.